First one, asset division. Look, basic concept. Not all assets have equal value. Let's give some examples, some of which we're going to recycle from previous episodes.
You've definitely heard this one. You know, 100,000 Roth is not equal to 100,000 in a 401k.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
What?
Any of it?
A Roth?
What does
or a
it
401k?
mean? Yeah, this is like
equal?
alphabet soup. What is that?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So a Roth is an after-tax account that goes tax deferred, and then as long as you meet certain requirements, gets pulled out tax-free.
A retirement account.
Yeah.
So these are both retirement accounts.
All right. Okay.
Kinds,
All right. Thanks for leading me down there. Yeah. And then a 401k is kind of like the opposite. It's
a pre-tax 401k.
Yeah. It's, tax deferred or pre-tax money that goes tax deferred, and then you have to pay tax later on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why is that different? So let's say I'm 65 and I have $100,000 Roth and I have $100,000 pre-tax 401k.
Mm-hmm.
And I take a withdrawal of $20,000 from my Roth. Do I get $20,000?
You do, so long as you meet those criteria.
Yeah. Yep. How about if I take $20,000 from my 401k?
You're going to be paying taxes at your ordinary income tax rate.
On the 20K.
On the 20K.
So that means I'm going to get something less than 20K.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So the tax rate starts at 10. Yeah.
So I might get, I don't know, like 15K or something.
Yeah.
Something.
It depends. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. But basically 20K is not 20K withdrawal from a 401k.
So that's just one part of it. There's the how they're taxed differently. Mm-hmm. But then you've also got, we've spoken of it beforehand, eligibility. Now there are such things as a Roth 401k, and but which doesn't have an income requirement to it. But typically a normal Roth that people are contributing to, there's an earnings limit where you can be phased out. So if you're a high income earner, you might not be able to qualify to, be making those annual contributions for a Roth. So, imagine if it was 100 or 200,000, that's a pretty nice, opportunity that for the high income earner to get some tax-free money versus having to pay taxes later on at most likely a higher tax rate too.
So meaning that maybe you try to negotiate for that if you're the higher income earner or at a higher tax bracket. So if you or your spouse have or had a Roth
mm-hmm.
as part of this joint balance sheet, as the higher income earner, that's potentially pretty valuable to you if you end up with that asset.
Yeah. Or if you're the lower income earner and the higher income earner is trying to say, hey, I'll give you 100,000 from my 401k or traditional IRA, but I'll take your Roth though.
You got to equalize that.
No.
Well, it's not no, but like instead of if they want your $100,000 Roth, maybe you take 120 of their 401k.
Yeah, you're going to have to look at your taxable income, what it's going to be like, when you maybe need to take it out.
Yeah. So trying to equalize it. So it's not, I'm not saying 120 is exactly what the 401k equal is to the Roth, but there's some calculations there to equalize.
And by the way, I wasn't saying no. I was kind of going to say no before you doing that. Think about the tax, consequences of that. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And these are just little concepts that show you that, if you have anything but the most basic of divorces, probably better to do it with help than do it yourself.
All right. What's another asset that's not counted the same then?
All right. So that's retirement accounts. Let's talk about the brokerage account. My brokerage account that I have, I don't know.
Oh, your Tesla and NVIDIA in.
And my Facebook, now Meta, but I bought it in 2005 or whatever.
Yeah.
And it cost me. I bought it for $200, and now it's $20,000.
You're such
I'm just
a visionary.
bragging. I'm bragging.
Anyway, they paid you to take it.
That's right. That's right. I got in early.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's $100,000 now.
Yeah.
Right. But maybe I bought all the stuff inside for $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or your spouse did.
So what are you saying by that then? Like, if I sell it, don't I get all that tax free?
Do you get $100,000? No. You have to pay taxes on the gain.
All right. Now, how is that taxed though?
Depends. So it could be long term.
What counts as long term?
Anything that has been held for over a year. So if you do have that Facebook Meta stock from 2005 or whenever it IPO'd, that's long term.
Okay.
And that's at a lower tax rate, but I'm not going to quote what the rates are because they could change. So if you listen to this 5 years later, it could be something else.
Yeah.
But it's generally lower than a short-term tax rate. So if I bought NVIDIA, I don't know, 8 months ago.
Yeah.
And it's,
which you didn't, but yeah.
I didn't. No.
So you probably don't know what the price of it was.
I have no idea. But let's say I bought it 8 months ago and it's 1,000,000 times over now.
Yeah.
And they sell it tomorrow. That's a short-term capital gain, tax much higher.
Yeah.